is a rainy day outside here on the Catonsville campus of the Community College of Baltimore County. But that won't affect us as we're nice and dry here at the Jack Manley Wellness and Athletic Center, getting set for our third doubleheader of this season. And we're going to start off with women's basketball tonight as the Cardinals face off against the Colts of Middlesex College for game one of our doubleheader. Hello, folks. Once again, as always, this is Isaac Donsky here, ready to bring you all of the action tonight. Catonsville comes into today's contest 1-1 on the season, coming off a 67-44 victory over Lackawanna College, their first one of the year and a big one at that, thanks to the outstanding scoring of several freshmen, key contributors to the Cardinals. Their opponent tonight, Middlesex College, preparing for their first game of the season. They're coming off an 11-8 campaign last year. They were one of the better teams in Region 19. It's a cross-region and cross-division bout. Middlesex Division III school from Region 19, Catonsville Region 20, Division II. We're going to bring you all that action in just under 18 minutes. We'll be back in just a sec with the starters for today's game as we get set for game one of our doubleheader, Catonsville versus Middlesex. And we're back, getting ready for game one of our doubleheader tonight as Catonsville takes on the Middlesex Colts. Men's game coming up at 7, but we got the women to kick us off here at 5. And let's take a look at the starting lineups for tonight's game, beginning with the visitors from Middlesex. This is their season opener for the Colts. And let's take a look at who they got out on the court to start this game. Starting at forward, a freshman number 12, Carla Seyfarth. Starting at guard, a sophomore, number 13, Francesca Dorillis. Starting at center, freshman number 14, Sarah Onmeis. Starting at forward, a freshman number 24, Vanessa Rivas. And starting at guard, freshman number 25, Courtney Hansen. Now here's the starting lineup for CCBC Catonsville. Starting at guard will be a sophomore out of Baltimore, Maryland, graduate of Sparrows Point High School, number 0, Destiny Perry. Starting at forward, a sophomore from Clinton, Maryland, graduate of the National Christian Academy, number 15, Amari McKnight. Starting at forward and making her first career start, a freshman from Baltimore, Maryland, and a graduate of Overlay High School, number 21, James Kirby Jackson. Starting at guard and also making her first career start, a freshman from Elkridge, Maryland, graduate of Pilati High School, number 23, Lauren Russell. And starting at forward, a freshman from Baltimore, Maryland, graduate of Chesapeake High School, number 32, Kayla Cabotstock. So the Cardinals experimenting with a new lineup today as they've got a handful of players making their first career starts. Will be interesting to see how that works out for them. And once again, this is the first game of the season for Middlesex College. The Colts kicking their season off today after an extended preseason. Middlesex did go up against a handful of schools for the preseason. They faced off against Kingsborough Community College back on October 22nd, and October 29th they played against Lackawanna College, same team that Catonsville defeated last week for their first win of the year. And they kicked off November with a preseason game against Centenary University. So now their regular season starts in earnest against CCBC Catonsville. They're on the road this weekend. They go to face Anne Arundel tomorrow night, their first home game against Harford on November 17th. Catonsville, meanwhile, they opened the season with a very lengthy preseason, taking on Morgan State, Harcum, Union County, Virginia State, and Wilmington University to begin the season off. They kicked the season off with a hard-fought loss against Harcum. 71-67 was the final there, but they managed to get the victory against Lackawanna in dominating fashion, They have Middlesex tonight. Then they're off until next weekend when they play Essex County. The rest of November looks like this. Before Thanksgiving, they're at home against Allegheny County, and they will end the month of November on the road against Northern Virginia Community College. So all in all, it looks to be a pretty exciting month for the Cardinals. Opening the season with 3 straight home games, that's good for them. We'll be back in about 8.5 minutes for the start of this evening's contest. So getting set to get underway here. Catonsville in their home whites, red numbers, black trim. Middlesex will be in navy blue jerseys, green trim, white numbers. It's the third time this season so far the Cardinals have faced a team opening their season. Interesting little factoid to get things started. Smaller crowd than usual, but a lot of that can be attested to the fact that it is pouring rain outside as what's left of Hurricane Nicole makes its way up the East Coast. So to everybody settling in at home to watch, we thank you for choosing to watch our official live stream. It'll be Rivas and Cabbage at center court to tip off. Cardinals again, two brand new starters, Lauren Russell, James Kirby Jackson, making their official starts. First career start, excuse me. Here we go, third game of the season. Cardinals trying to get over 500, and they will win the tip-off as Cabbage tips it to Perry. Perry immediately finds Russell, it goes back to Perry, and we're underway. Perry to Jackson, Jackson to McKnight in the paint, fighting for it. It's partially blocked by Rivas. She gets another chance, but it wasn't able to connect. Ball goes out, possession will stick with Catonsville, as it looks like number 12, Kayla Seifert, was the last person to touch it. Cabbage will inbounds. Dips it out to McKnight. McKnight puts up a shot and's fouled on her way to the basket. First foul call of the game. Foul's going to be against number 14. That's Sarah Owen Mice. And it'll be 2 shots at the line for Amari McKnight. No luck on the first. McKnight averaging 1 out of 2 on her free throws. Been a 50-50 season for her so far. Second one won't connect, and Onmeis gets the rebound. Now we get to see Middlesex on the offensive. Francesca Derillis. Derillis dishes it out to Hansen, who puts up a 3, won't go. Rebound taken by Seifert. Nice steal there by Destiny Perry. She tries to pass to McKnight, but it's taken away by Middlesex. Perry, best stealer on the game, averaging 2.5 per game. Getting her first of the game here. Hansen finds Derillis, double teamed, manages to escape, dips it out to Seifert, out to Onmeis. Onmeis, long-range jumper, can't connect. Rebounds taken by Derillis, and Middlesex will take an early 2-0 lead. And Catonsville's going to take a timeout here. While in this timeout, folks, want to mention the coaches for today's game. Coach of the Cardinals will be Morris Stretch Brandon. And coaching for Middlesex will be Michelle Powell, who has been with the organization. Just wait, see, I can pull it up here. She's been with the organization since the 2006-2007 season. So close to 16 years with this program. Back underway we go. Perry will dribble up court, goes to Russell. Russell looking for an opening. Instead decides to shoot for 3, can't connect. Rebound is taken by Hansen. Russell, a very good three-point shooter, especially last game. Can't connect on the first. It remains a 2-0 ball game here with 8.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Seifert tries to go all the way, can't connect. There's a big collision. Hansen with the rebound, shoots, won't go, and Kirby Jackson gets the rebound, goes to Russell. Russell stops, pauses, finds Perry. Perry surveyed Middlesex defense, trying to find a chink in their armor. Finds McKnight. McKnight, nice dishing it through. The defense can't connect. Rebound is taken by Derillis. Drillis makes a bit of a mistake there. May have kicked the ball. And that pass is intercepted by Cabbage-Stock. Perry trying to go all the way, can't connect. Seaforth with the rebound. Perry tries to steal it away and a foul is called. It's going to be Perry's first, the team's first. A little pause in the action there. Perry tried to go for another steal on Seaforth, got a little too aggressive. We're still waiting here, wondering what the pause is. There it is, there it is. The refs are wiping down the area just under the other basket. McKnight did fall over there. Might be why they are trying to do a bit of a cleanup job. On Mice will inbound it to Hansen, and we're back underway. Bad pass by Hansen. Russell will take it. Here we go again. Russell trying to fight through. McKnight was wide open, and Hansen steals it away. Russell tried to do a little too much there. Hansen, risky pass. Drillis can't connect. Cabbage-Stock manages to get the rebound. Now Cabbage-Stock up court. Circles back, finds Perry. Perry looking for an opening here. Catonsville's had some trouble here in this opening quarter, getting through the defense. McKnight was wide open, puts up a shot and connects. Amari McKnight with Catonsville's first points of the game will tie things up at 2 apiece. Now Hansen. Passes to Drillis, back to Hansen. Hansen looking for an opening, back to Drillis. Drillis try to pass to Seaforth, stolen away by Perry. Her second steal of the game. Perry trying to go coast to coast. She gets fouled by Drillis. Actually, the foul they're going to say was on Hansen. That's her second. As we have our first substitution, Middlesex is seated at number 15, the freshman guard, Ashley Newth, into the game, as Rivas heads to the bench. Also coming into the game for the Cardinals, number 11, Anna Thomas, and number 35, Jocelyn Fogel. Also coming in, number 14, Anaya Tillery. As Catonsville sends in their bench, Destiny Perry will get 2 shots at the line to try and give Catonsville the lead. Perry connects on the first. 3-2 is the score. Perry was perfect from Perry was perfect with free throws in the last game, going 6 for 6. Tillery heads back to the bench, tossing a hair tie back there. And she'll head back to take her spot. Second one takes a little bit of a bounce, but it still connects. And we're back underway. 4-2 is the score. Catonsville leads, 6.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Drillis trying to find Seaforth, who's wide open. Not enough power on the shot, and it's stolen out of her hands by Fogel. But Fogel stepped out of bounds. So possession's going to go back to Middlesex here. On Mice will inbounds it. Try to find an opening, goes to Hansen. Hansen spins around, looking for an opening here. Is going to backtrack a bit. Catonsville defense was on lockdown mode last game against Lackawanna. They're trying to do the same here. Thomas getting up in the face of Drillis. 15 seconds on the shot clock. They get it to Newth. Newth passes it to Drillis. Drillis trying to find an opening. Goes to On Mice. On Mice puts up the shot and connects, and we're tied at 4. As finally, Middlesex gets something going on that possession. Under 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. The score tied 4-4. Both teams having some trouble scoring in the first quarter here. but they finally started to connect on their shots. Tillery surveys, nods back at Perry. Perry to Cabbage-Stock. Cabbage-Stock back to Perry. Perry gets knocked up, but still manages to find Thomas. Back to Perry. Under 10 seconds. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Newth with the steal. Thomas steals it around. Vogel, 1. Got to make a shot. Shot clock violation, Catonsville. Vogel wasn't aware. Wait, there's a rebound. No, Catonsville still has it. Vogel managed to secure the rebound. She did put the shot up, so no shot clock violation. And it's stolen away by Drillis. The bench was screaming. They still had possession. And now Middlesex takes the lead as Hansen connects for her first points. Jocelyn Vogel tried to get to the basket, managed to put up a shot just before the buzzer, like milliseconds before the buzzer, which is why there was no shot clock violation. I don't think anybody was aware of that, which is why there was a brief pause in the action. Cabbage-Stock back to Thomas. Thomas to Tillery. Tillery, the leading scorer for the Cardinals. And she took one too many steps. That's another mistake for the Cardinals. This is what got Catonsville in trouble in their first game. It was constant, tiny mistakes like this that they ended up, that resulted in them losing their lead that they had accumulated in the first half of that game. Drillis pulls up and can't connect. Rebound taken by Onmai. She can't connect. Tillery grabs the rebound. Now Catonsville trailing 6-4. Tillery loses control of the ball for a second, but she regains control. Boxed in by Newth, trying to find an opening. She just dinks it out to Vogel. Now Perry with it. Perry to Thomas. Oh. Pressure by Newth may have caused her to lose it. Russell is re-entering the game now, and she is going to replace Destiny Perry. She's going to get some time on the bench here. Russell's coming off a great game against Lackawanna. She's been an excellent addition to the Cardinals so far. Great three-point shooter. And also brings an aggressive attitude to this Cardinals. That's something they definitely need in Region 20 basketball with how competitive it is. Drillis, jump ball, no foul. Wait for it. Yep, they're going to call a foul against Tillery. Tillery might have gotten a head slap onto Drillis. That's the second foul of the game so far for the Cardinals. Onmai will inbound once again. Dangerous inbounds pass there to Newth, who puts up a bit of a floater. Bounced around, rebound taken by Onmai. Try to find an opening. Manages to get it to Seaforth, who can't connect, and Thomas is able to secure the rebound this time. Almost loses track of the ball there. Has to be careful. 3 minutes, 40 seconds to go. Here's Russell. Finds Vogel. Vogel trying to get around Onmai. Puts up the shot, but she got fouled. It's going to be against Onmai, so that's going to be her first. So Vogel will go to the line to shoot 2. First one in and out. Wait, one more shot for her. Vogel will go for the second shot and will connect. So Catonsville does give something out of that. 6-5 is the score. Cardinals defense going to try and shore up here. Vogel. There's a bit of confusion there by the Cardinals. Seaforth, Cabbage-Stock, and Herm have a big collision, and that's going to be a foul against Cabbage-Stock. That's going to be the third of the game for the Cardinals. That's going to send Carla Seaforth to the line to shoot 2. Substitutions coming in. Vanessa Rivas back into the game for Middlesex, and coming into the game for the Cardinals to replace Cabbage-Stock, it's going to be number 12, Alfreda Potter out of Monrovia, Liberia. Only international player for the Cardinals. Both Catonsville teams, men's and women's, have one international player each. A little interesting little tidbit there for you guys at home. First one, not on target. It remains 6-5 with 3 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Seaforth will get another chance. And can't connect on the second. Fogel with the rebound. She finds Russell. Here we go. Russell to Tillery. 2 leading scorers from last game are out. Tillery for 3. Oh, so close. Rebound's going to be taken by Newth. Cardinals have their 2 leading scorers, as I was saying, from the last game on the floor right now, Russell and Tillery. Thomas, good defense, but she gets bumped a bit by Rivas. Shot by Dorillis, no good. Tillery with the rebound. Good sequence of events there for the Cardinals. Good defense by Anna Thomas. Thomas hasn't scored a lot this season, but she's done really well on defense as Potter, her shot is blocked and taken away by Seaforth. And now Hansen will carry it up court. Potter hasn't played much this season for the Cardinals, but he has shown a bit of promise here. Hansen with the pull-up, won't go. Tillery with the rebound. Tillery gonna try to go the distance, puts up a floater. No, can't get it. Seaforth with the rebound. Carla Seaforth doing a lot right now for Middlesex. Mari McKnight getting ready to come in for the Cardinals as Hansen surveys the territory in front of her. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Trying to get around Russell. Russell gets a pick from Seaforth. Fogel breaks up the play. They're going to roll. Seaforth was the last to touch it, so Catonsville will keep possession as Mari McKnight enters the game. She's going to come in for Alfreda Potter, it looks like. Thomas calling out a play as she and Russell carrying it up the court. Thomas trying to get McKnight open. McKnight does get open, puts up a shot. Can't connect, but Fogel trying to get the rebound. And it goes out of bounds. Heads up play there by Jocelyn Fogel. Nice hustle trying to get the rebound, but just couldn't connect there. As they're going to foul Anna Thomas, it looks like, for an inbounds violation. That's the 4th. Gainesville's got 1 more foul to give before we're going to start getting into some free throws. Thomas pulls up. Rivas now, guarded by Russell. Fogel, good play by Fogel, just using her size there. Got Rivas to shoot off of her back foot. Ooh! McKnight with a nasty charge. That's going to be a foul, and Catonsville's going to be over the foul limit there. Little too aggressive by Amari McKnight. This Catonsville team, known for their aggressive play. We had about 3 or 4 technical fouls last game against Lackawanna, including 2 straight to close out the game. Cardinals aren't afraid to play rough, and it works. They're 1-1 on the season. McKnight loses track of the ball. Wisely, Lauren Russell backs off as Hansen was trying to come in to grab it. Ownmeis back into the game for Middlesex. This Catonsville team, they play aggressively, and it works. Last game, they straight up dominated Lackawanna. Trying to use that aggression here against Middlesex, but they found themselves, as we got about 1 minute to go in the first quarter, they found themselves in a bit of a defensive struggle. Fogel trying to break through. And a foul's going to be called against Ownmeis as soon as she checks in. That's going to be her second. 59.3 seconds to go in the first quarter as Rivas checks back into the game to replace Ownmeis. Inbounds pass will come from Tillery. Inbounds pass was tipped away and stolen by Hansen. I think it happened so quickly, nobody on either team really registered what was going on except for Hansen, who scrambled to the ball. Hansen goes to Rivas in the middle of a bunch of Cardinals, puts up a shot, but it's off target. Shooting has not been the strong suit for either team in this first quarter. Tillery, floater, can't connect, rebound taken by Rivas. It's going to be a 6-5 first quarter if no more buckets are scored. Very different style of play that we saw as there is a collision on the backcourt. Newth went down, lost a shoe. Russell with the steal. Russell trying to give Catonsville the lead, finds Thomas. Shot clock off. Thomas, oh, she connects. Gets a big cheer from the men's team watching up in the upper level, and it's 7-6 with 10 seconds to go. Nuth is still on the sideline trying to get her shoe back on. There was a collision between her and I think Amari McKnight. Actually, take that back, did not see exactly who that was, so we're going to wait and see, as a timeout has been called by Middlesex with 10.5 seconds to go as Catonsville leads 7-6. So a good series of events there by Catonsville. We got distracted there by that collision in the backcourt that caused Nuth to lose her shoe. She was unable to get back on defense, so when Russell got the steal and fed it to Thomas, Thomas was able to get a clean connection with the basket, give Catonsville the lead. And the refs decided to call a timeout on the floor so Nuth could get her shoe back on. And taking advantage of this is going to be Middlesex, who took this opportunity to take their first timeout. Both teams with 4 timeouts left. Hansen, Seaberth can't connect. That'll do it for the first quarter as Nuth goes down again. Catonsville leads 7-6 as we'll be right back for the start of the second quarter. So look at the first quarter stats so far. No one player has managed to pull away in terms of points. For Middlesex, Durillis, Onmeis, and Hansen lead with 2 each. For Catonsville, Perry, Thomas, and McKnight lead with 2 each. Thomas so far 2 rebounds, 2 points. Good night for her. Tillery with 3 rebounds. Leading rebounder is a 2-way tie for Middlesex between Onmeis and Hansen with 3 each. Leading assistant is Durillis with 2. Leading assistant for the Cardinals, 2-way tie between Russell and Perry with 1 each. Second quarter underway, and immediately Hansen. Quick passes there by Middlesex, try to change things up. It was tipped out of bounds by Russell, it looks like, or Thomas. They'll keep possession. Seaberth finds Durillis for 3. That's an air ball there. Cabbage takes it away. Finds Thomas, and Catonsville on the attack. Perry, Russell for 3. Oh, so close, but it bounces into the hands of McKnight. Contested shot, Seaberth with the rebound. McKnight has 2 points, but she's 1 for 4 for shooting so far tonight. It's been a rough evening so far for her. Hansen, contested shot. Bounced up, Thomas, good rebound there. She dishes it out to Perry, we're back underway. Perry finds Russell. Russell, difficult shot to Cabbage 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Cabbage can't connect, rebound taken by Seaberth. Excuse me. Saying Seaberth, it is Seaberth. Durillis to Nuth, back to Durillis, holds it. Back to Nuth, that pass had a little power on it. She finds Hansen trying to get around Russell. Goes back to Dorillis. Dorillis manages to get it to Seaberth. Pulls up with a second left on the shot clock. And the rebound is taken by Thomas. Thomas trying to go the distance, charging to the basket, and Anna Thomas goes from coast to coast. 9-6, Catonsville extends their lead. Anna Thomas so far having a very good evening, 4 points. Cabbage with a nice steal. Took it right out of Hanson's hands. She finds Destiny Perry. Perry over to Russell. Russell gonna try a deep three. Got it! Oh, it took a little bit of a bounce, but Lauren Russell with the three, and it's 12-6. And the Cardinals have gone from a 1-point lead heading into the end of the first quarter to a 6-point lead with 7.5 minutes to go. Defense, playing tough. Russell, great defense there. Getting as close as you can without fouling. Seaberth. Excuse me, I said Seaberth again. It's Seaberth. She misses. Russell with the rebound. Stops just 1 second to avoid getting tripped up. Now going to try and go the distance. Cabbage in there to secure the pass. Oh, but she throws it to Hanson. Kind of returning the favor there after Hanson threw one to her. Newth to Hanson. Hanson to Dorillis, who loses track of it. There's a fight for the ball. And they're going to call Cabbage for a push. Into the game for the Cardinals. Fogel and Tillery enter as Cabbage and Russell head to the bench. Russell with that huge three-pointer. Hanson with the long-range jumper. 12-8. Perry with the ball now. Sorry for that pause in the commentary, folks. Fogel trying to get into the paint, can't connect. Rebound taken away by Seaforth. There we go, got it right. Seaforth dumps it out to Hanson. Back underway we go. It's 12-8. Finds Newth, back to Hanson. Hanson trying to get it to Seaforth, but it's stolen away by Destiny Perry. Now Perry trying to go coast to coast. Loses track of the ball. Jump ball is going to be called, and possession should go to the Cardinals. Thomas buries a three. Anna Thomas is up to 7 points on the night. Rivas, short-range jumper, connects, and the points are starting to flow. We're at double digits. Thomas, by the way, with 7 points. She ties her career best. So no matter what happens, it's going to be a career night. Fogel in the paint. She's fouled. 2 shots coming up as Seaforth's going to be called. Apologies for the little gap in commentary there we had for a second about a minute ago. Our live stats had given the three-pointer by Russell to the wrong player, and that had thrown us off for a second, trying to figure out, wait a minute, there was a mistake there. Fogel to the line to shoot 2. It's a 5-point lead for the Cardinals. And she gets her first points of the night. 16-10, it's back to a 6-point lead. Fogel will make both. 17-10 is the score with 5 minutes, 40 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Excuse me, the second quarter. Newth, quick pass, rebound taken by McKnight. McKnight racing down the field, goes to Thomas. Thomas over to McKnight in the paint. Great teamwork by Anna Thomas and Amari McKnight. McKnight connects, it's 19-10. This is the scoring machine of the Cardinals that we saw the last game finally starting to wake up. They've opened up a 9-point lead. Thomas with the steal. Will there be more theatrics? Thomas, Perry back to Thomas. Ooh, put it on Sports Center. Put it on Sports Center. Great teamwork by Anna Thomas and Destiny Perry, 21-10. Thomas up to 9 points, a career night for her, and it's only the second quarter. Timeout called by Middlesex. They need one as they now trail by 11 points with 5 minutes to go. So after a rough first quarter shooting-wise for both teams, the second quarter, it's been an eruption of points, mostly by Catonsville. Thomas up to 9 points, McKnight up to 4, Russell with 3, Fogel with 3, Perry with 2. Into the game for the Colts comes number 22, Allison Rogers, as it looks like head coach Powell is going to try and send in some bench players, give her starters some rest. They've been playing most of this game. Rivas and Onmeis have been the only two players that have really been swapping in and out. The rest of the starters have been in pretty much the whole time. Thomas and Tillery, good defense. They managed to get Hansen to drop it. Possession will go to Middlesex, it looks like. Rogers will get her first chance here. Passes it in, stolen away by Thomas. Thomas trying to push it to the line, and Anna Thomas is in double digits, 23-10. She is erupting here. 11 points on the night so far for Anna Thomas. Hansen stolen away by Perry. Cardinals. It's a waterfall of steals for them as Tillery falls trying to get that pass from Perry. And possession will go back to the Colts. Thomas, by the way, is perfect tonight. I just looked at the stats. She is a perfect 5 for 5 from field goal range and 1 for 1 from three-point range. So an incredible start to the night for Anna Thomas. See if she can keep it perfect. Rogers, long-range jumper, a little too high. Thomas with the rebound. Tillery trying to get to the basket, and there's going to be a foul called. There was a collision between her and Dorillis. As James Kirby Jackson re-enters the game to replace Thomas, and into the game for the first time comes Milan Marable, Catonsville center. As they replace Fogel and Thomas heading to the bench. 2 shots here for Anaya Tillery. And she can't connect there on the first. No luck on the second either. Quiet night for Anaya Tillery. Tillery getting her a rebound, trying to connect. They can't connect. They had 3 chances there. They couldn't get it. The rebound finally taken away by Rivas. Been a quiet night for Tillery. She still has 0 points, coming off back-to-back performances where she was in the top 3 in scoring. 3-pointer is in by Hansen. That makes it a 10-point game, 23-13. Cardinals still with the lead. Perry slowing it down, finds Tillery. Tillery in for Kirby Jackson. Jackson, not enough power on the shot. Rebound taken by Seifert. Back on the attack comes Middlesex. About 3 minutes to go. They're trying to cut into Catonsville's lead. Hansen, long-range jumper. Oh, so close. Rivas with the rebound. She's fouled and won. Foul was going to be fouls against Milan Marable, number 2. Excuse me, against Destiny Perry. Russell checks into the game now to replace Perry, as it'll be 1 shot at the line for Vanessa Rivas. look on the shot by Rivas. 23-15 is the score with 3 minutes to go. McKnight deep pass to Tillery. Tillery pulls up for the jumper. No. Can't connect, and Hansen gets the rebound. Dorillis to Hansen. Hansen into Seaforth. Seaforth cuts through. McKnight comes in for the block, and a foul is called as Seaforth will go to the line. Second foul of the night for Amari McKnight. It'll be 2 shots for Carla Seaforth. And Seaforth can't connect there. Anna Thomas re-entering the game. Well, she's about to re-enter the game. Second pass. There we go. Second attempt, excuse me. So Seaforth finally connects. Makes it 23-16, a 7-point game. As Anna Thomas checks back into the game for the Cardinals, it's been an explosive first half for her. 11 points, 4 rebounds, and an assist. She finds Marable. Marable, got it! That's going to be Milan Marable's first points of the season, ladies and gentlemen. We've been waiting 3 games for that. And now every member of the Cardinals has scored at least 1 point. Pushes the lead to 25-16. Rogers can't connect. Rivas is there to back her up. Tillery pushing her into the corner. Finds Seaforth. Seaforth blocked by Thomas. Rivas tries to go to the rebound. Dorillis with the rebound and the shot. And it won't go in. Finally, rebound is taken. Oh, Tillery goes down. Rivas with the steal and the score. Tillery looking for a foul, didn't get one. It's 25-18. Great defensive stand by the Cardinals, unfortunately, goes to waste. No matter, they still hold the lead, 25-18 with 1:40 to go. Thomas to Tillery. Tillery pulls up for the jumper. Can't connect, rebound taken by Dorillis. Cardinals falling back on defense as Dorillis surveying the court in front of her. Goes to Seaforth. Seaforth to Rivas. Rivas uncontested. She's going to score easily. And suddenly, it's a 5-point lead for Catonsville. Rivas has ended up being one of the big factors here with 6 points. Thomas fouled on her way to the basket. Foul's going to be against number 25, Hansen. That's going to be her second. Since no shot was taken with about 1:07 to go. Catonsville will inbounds it as Alfreda Potter enters the game for the Cardinals, replacing Naya Tillery. She finds Russell. Russell guarded by Hansen. We got a minute to go until the half, ladies and gentlemen. Russell, good hands, finds Marable. Marable to Potter. Potter can't connect on that shot. It's taken away by Seaforth. Seaforth connects with Hansen. 45 seconds to go. Traveling violation called against Seaforth. As into the game now for Middlesex comes number 10. It's Marlise Jerez. 36 seconds to go. Catonsville trying to extend their lead back to what it was. Thomas finds Marable. Oh, Marable can't handle it. There was a bit too much power on Thomas's pass, and it's taken away by Rivas. Rivas trying to connect with Jerez. Jerez puts it up and scores immediately. 20 seconds to go, and it's a 3-point lead. Shot clock turned off, 25-22. Catonsville trying to find the basket. Thomas for 3. Oh, she can't. There goes the perfect street. It's okay, though. Dorillis. Oh, hits Rogers in the face, and it's stolen away by Thomas. Thomas. Oh, so close to a half-court shot. It'll be a 3-point lead for the Cardinals, 25-22 as we head into the half. Anna Thomas with an excellent first half there. 25-22, we go into the half. We'll be back in about 15 minutes with your first half stats as we get set for the second half. Catonsville leads it, but not by much. We're back getting ready for the start of the second half here. 25-22 to score. Catonsville leads. They had about an 11-point lead midway through the second quarter, but that lead unfortunately has all but evaporated as Middlesex has come roaring back. Here's a look at your first half stats. Middlesex, 22 points, 10 of 33 shooting for 30.3%, 1 of 2 from three-point range, 50% there, 1 of 5 in free throws, 20% there. 1 turnover, no points off of their turnovers. 22 total rebounds, 6 offensive, 16 defensive, 5 assists, 2 blocks, 6 steals, and 6 total fouls. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, 25 points, 9 of 34 shooting, 26.5%, 2 of 6 from three-point range. They're shooting 33.3% there. 5 of 10 in free throw range, 50%. 1 turnover, 0 points off of turnovers, 21 total rebounds, 5 offensive, 16 defensive, 6 assists, 1 block, 12 steals, and 8 fouls. Cardinals have been extra ball hoggy today with those 12 steals. Individually leading the way for Middlesex, Vanessa Rivas with 8 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 assist. Leading assister has been Francesca Dorillis with 2 assists. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, Anna Thomas with a career night, 11 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. She leads in almost every category. Anaya Tillery also with 4 rebounds, and leading the way in assists has been Destiny Perry with 3. No players are in foul trouble yet as we get set to start the second half. As it'll be Hansen, Dorillis, Rivas, Seaforth, and Onmites on the floor for the Colts. For the Cardinals will be Perry, Thomas, Cabbage Stalk, Marable, and McKnight. And immediately Perry with a steal and a score. That's how you start off with some momentum for the second half. Destiny Perry making her presence felt as we're underway with the third quarter. Seaforth trying to break through. She can't connect. Rebound taken by Perry, and she dishes it out to McKnight. McKnight flips it back to Perry. Here we go. Perry to Thomas. Looks, pauses for 3. Oh, can't connect. Marable tips it in the air, and Hansen gets the rebound. It's been a career night so far for Anna Thomas with 11 points, 5 of 7 shooting. Now make that 5 of 8. She was perfect up until the end of the second quarter and nearly knocked down that half-court shot. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Hansen boxed in, trying to get to the bucket, and she will connect. 27-24. So both teams exchanging pot shots to begin the third quarter here. 1 minute down, 27-24. Perry trying to get Cabbage Stalk to get a pick. Flips it out to Marable. Marable connects on a little dink-and-dunk throw there. Makes it 29-24. This game began as a defensive struggle in the first quarter. It was 7-6 after 1, but then the scoring erupted in the second. Trying to figure out what we'll see here as Perry with another steal. She flips it to Thomas. Thomas has it knocked out of her hands. Possession will go to Middlesex, it looks like, as they're going to rule that Seaforth made no contact. Crowd not happy about that call, as Onmice will inbound it for Middlesex. Thomas trying to get the steal, and she does get the steal. Thomas scores! 31-24, Anna Thomas continuing to have a career night. She's up to 13 points. Perry swiping at the ball. Onmice loses track of it. Rivas has it knocked out of bounds, and possession will go to Catonsville. Cardinals, their aggressive defense is forcing Middlesex to play at a pace they don't want to. Middlesex now trying to calm things down. Marlise Jerez into the game, but she actually is the 3rd on the score sheet right now with just 2 points. Most of the points tonight for Middlesex have come from Hansen and Rivas. They've done pretty much all of the heavy lifting for the Colts as all the other players have been held in check. McKnight, back to Perry. Perry didn't like that, back to McKnight. McKnight fouled on her way to the basket. It'll be 2 shots for Amari McKnight. They're gonna call the foul on Onmice. That's going to be her second. It'll be 2 shots for Amari McKnight. McKnight 0 for 2 on her first trip to the free throw line. Scoreless no more. McKnight up to 5 points. Ashley Newth about to check back into the game for Middlesex as McKnight goes for her second and connects. Newth will check into the game. Looks like she will replace Onmeis. Cardinals now pressing defensively, and Thomas trying to get the steal and a foul. Just a tad too much contact by Anna Thomas. That's going to be her second. Newth. To Jarillis. Jerez tries to score, can't connect. Rebound taken by the Cardinals. Gabachstock. Thomas. Thomas. Perry. Perry to McKnight. McKnight, oh, on the way to shoot, loses control of the ball. Has it taken away by Seaforth. Great teamwork there by the Cardinals. Will come up short this time. Seaforth charging to the basket, fouled on her way up. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. That foul was on Milan Marable, number 2 for the Cardinals. It'll be 2 shots for Seaforth. She'll make the first, making it 33-25. Seaforth can't connect on the second, and Thomas with the rebound. Thomas to Perry. Perry puts up a jumper, can't connect. Gabachstock gets the rebound. Breaks 3, puts up a point. Oh, it just rolls around the perimeter of the basket. The shot was a tease there. It remains 33-25. Gabachstock still looking for her first points. Jerez trying to get to Jarillis, and Jarillis has it stolen away. Jump ball call as Perry snatches it out of her hands. And possession will go to Catonsville as Hansen checks back in. Hansen checks back into the game for the Colts. McKnight inbounds to Perry. We're back underway. Perry immediately goes to Thomas. Thomas for 3. Little too much power there. A bit of an air ball. And a foul is going to be called here against Marable as there was a bit too much contact between her and Rivas. Marable having a solid night tonight with 4 points. It's perfect shooting so far, 2 for 2. That's her second foul so far. First points of the season for Marable. Seaforth finds Rivas. Rivas will get into double digits. (33-27). 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. McKnight jumper, nails it. Amari McKnight's up to 8 points. Pushes the lead back to 35-27. As a timeout is going to be called here by Middlesex. We'll give the Colts some breathing room, try to regroup here. It'll be a full 1 minute timeout. Jocelyn Vogel's going to check into the game for Catonsville. It looks Folks, just a reminder, stick around afterwards. Men's basketball will be on same channel, different live stream. Keep tuned to CCBC Catonsville's YouTube channel. Remember, all of our home games are streamed live and in their entirety. And then towards the end of each game, we award our player of the game, a little player of the game award that I like to give out to the player who's had the best game overall. And so far tonight, it looks like that's going to be Anna Thomas. 13 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. In terms of double-double watch, Thomas, the only player who's going to come close to that right now. She's 5 rebounds away. Horn is sounded. We're out of the timeout. Cardinals lead 35-27. 5 minutes, 41 seconds to go here in the third quarter. It'll be Middlesex ball. Newth will inbounds it. Finds Hansen. Back underway we go. Hansen finds Durillis. Durillis back to Hansen. Hansen for 3. Off target. Possession goes over to Catonsville as McKnight takes it away with the rebound. McKnight will flip it out to Perry. Perry into Cabbage-Stock, trying to fight to the paint to McKnight. Same place where she scored last time. Not enough power this time. Rebound taken by Seaforth. That's her 8th rebound. Carla Seaforth may only have 2 points on the night, but she has 8 rebounds, getting close to getting 10 there. And a rebounding machine. Hansen trying to get to Seaforth. Seaforth finds Newth. Little confusion there by Middlesex. They can't get that play off the way they wanted it to. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Hansen misses that shot. The Colts will keep possession with 7 seconds on the shot clock as the ball didn't hit the rim. So they're going to have to inbounds and immediately try and score. Newth finds Durillis. Durillis with the pull-up jumper. Right into the hands of Kayla Cabbage-Stock. Some confusion there. Fogel tipped that pass from Cabbage-Stock to Perry away. Perry finds Russell. Russell pulls up. Can't connect. McKnight tries to get the rebound. Fogel gets the rebound. Fights for it, and Jocelyn Fogel scores with a big heads-up play. It's 37-27. Cardinals push it to a 10-point lead. It's a low-scoring game here, much of that due to the first quarter, but it still is an exciting one. Middlesex, despite being in such a deficit, they're playing like they're ahead. Well, not in that case. That ball is accidentally kicked away by Seaforth. Perry going all the way and connects. Gets a big cheer from the crowd. Destiny Perry, coast to coast. 39-27. Crowd really starting to get into it. Hansen finds Durillis. Durillis can't find an opening. Motions for Hansen to set up a pick for her. Instead fires off to Newth. Newth back to Durillis. Durillis for 3. Won't go. Fogel with the rebound. She flips it out to Perry. Cardinals offense is clicking. Here's Russell. Russell backtracks. Goes to Fogel in the paint. Fogel charging for it. Oh, and they're going to call a charge against her. That'll be Fogel's 2nd and the team's 4th. 1 foul to give for the Cardinals here in the third quarter. We haven't gotten into a situation in this game where it's been constant trips to the free throw line. That was the case in the last 2 games between Catonsville and their opponents. Cabbage-Stock with the steal. Seaforth got tripped up. Cabbage-Stock trying to go coast to coast. Pulls up. Jumper. Oh, can't connect. Perry tries to get the rebound. It gets tipped out of bounds, and possession is going to go to Middlesex. Ownmeis entering the game now as Seaforth heads out. Kind of an aggressive Seaforth. Seaforth was not happy with her performance there. Perry trying to get the steal on Hansen. Hansen trapped, can't make any moves, goes to Rivas. Long pass, football style, finds Ownmeis. Ownmeis puts up the shot and connects. That's her first points since the first quarter. She's up to 4. 39-29, it's still a 10-point lead with 3 minutes to go. As Perry, surveying the court, goes to Cabbage-Stock. Cabbage-Stock trying to break in. Oh, can't connect just yet, but is able to grab her own rebound and is fouled. Cabbage-Stock will head to the line to shoot 2. The foul is going to be called against Hansen. That's her 3rd. So for the first time tonight, we have someone in some foul trouble as Hansen's 2 away from getting benched. Cabbage Stalk will make her first trip to the line tonight. Oh, no points yet for Cabbage Stalk. In and out goes the free throw shot. Alfreda Potter waiting to come in for the Cardinals. Second shot does go in. So Cabbage Stalk will get some points, and she's going to head to the bench as Alfreda Potter checks back into the game. Hansen inbounds now. Cardinals for full press. Very different defensive strategy than we've seen throughout the game. Cardinals playing tough, but now they got to rush back on defense. They've only got Cabbage Stalk, and that's going to allow Newt to easily score. It was a risky maneuver for the Cardinals to go full press there. They only had Potter back on defense. Apologies for that, folks. They only had Potter back on defense. That didn't work out as they wanted it to. Here's McKnight. Trying to get through the perimeter. McKnight to the basket. Oh, can't connect. Ball bounced up. Middlesex will gain possession. It's 40-31 as James Kirby Jackson checks back into the game, replacing Potter. Potter's come in 3 times and has only played about a minute before being pulled. Now the Cardinals have most of their starters. Ooh. Bad pass there. Goes directly to our athletic director, Miss Melissa Miller. And Catonsville will get possession back. Into the game now comes Anaya Tillery. Got tongue-tied on my words there. Into the game for the Cardinals comes Anaya Tillery to replace Destiny Perry. Tillery's been having what can only be described as a quiet day, as here's Fogel, puts up a shot, trying to grab her own rebound, can't grab it. Rivas with the rebound, she finds Hansen. Tillery's had a quiet game so far. She's got 4 rebounds, but she's been held scoreless. She's been the leading scorer for Catonsville so far this season. Jump ball as Ownmice and Fogel collided, and possession should go to Middlesex. As I was saying, Tillery, no points. She was coming off a career day last game where she scored 11 points in 1 quarter. We got 1:42 to go in the third. It's 40-31 Catonsville. Cardinals clinging to this 9-point lead as Jarillis will inbound it for Middlesex. Inbounds pass goes to Newth. Newth finds Hansen. Hansen around the perimeter. Back to Jarillis. Jarillis with the jumper. Off target. Bounced around. McKnight somehow manages to get the rebound. Oh, she stepped out of bounds. And possession will stick with Middlesex. It was a good effort by Amari McKnight to get the rebound, but she stumbled a bit as she was trying to get her footing. Stepped out of bounds, and Middlesex will keep possession. Inbounds pass was trying to go to Rivas, but instead it goes to Jarillis instead. Jarillis has it flipped up. Russell's going to get called for a foul there. She can't believe it. They're over the limit now. We got 1.5 minutes to go in this third quarter. And since they're over the limit, it'll be 2 shots for Francesca Jarillis. Next on the first, it's down to an 8-point lead, 40-32. Second one just takes a bounce, so it remains an 8-point lead. McKnight with the rebound. Dangerous pass towards Kirby Jackson. Well, Middlesex tried to wrangle it in, but they couldn't quite get it. It bounced off the shoe of Rivas out of bounds. Now checking back into the game for Middlesex. Jerez and Seaforth, as Hansen and Ownmice head to the bench. McKnight right off the inbounds pass. Oh, she can't connect. Fogel rips it out of Seaforth's hands. Trying to go for it, but there's a jump ball, and possession will stick with Catonsville. Jocelyn Fogel with attitude on that last play. Kirby Jackson looking for somebody to inbounds it to. Risky pass out to Fogel. Fogel to McKnight. McKnight with the hook, can't connect. Fogel immediately rushing in to try and get the rebound. Boy, got to hand it to Jocelyn Fogel. She just is always trying to get on the ball. Good heads-up play by her. It's that aggression that makes this Catonsville team so tough to play against. We've got a minute to go in the third quarter. Kirby Jackson with the steal. Got to be careful here. She has it stolen away. It's a fumble in football terms, and Middlesex comes out with the ball. Seaforth to Rivas. Rivas back to Seaforth. Seaforth with the pull-up. Oh, can't connect. Tillery with the rebound. 5th rebound of the night for Nia Tillery. Tillery still held scoreless. See if she can end that. Tillery trying to go for the little floater won't work. Fogel trying to score the rebound, but they can't get it. But Jerez loses control of the ball, goes out of bounds. Coach Stretch Brandon calling his, excuse me. I'm getting tongue-tied a lot tonight, folks. Excuse me. My apologies. Coach Brandon calls his players back on offense. 33 seconds to go. Fogel inbounds pass. Loses track of the inbounds, and it lands in the hands of Kirby Jackson. She misses there. Oh, what a steal by Kirby Jackson. And she lays it up and in. Pushes it to a 10-point lead. That was smooth like butter. Kirby Jackson with a beautiful steal and score. 10 seconds to go in the third quarter. Seaforth boxed in, finds Dorillis, loses track, stolen away by Kirby Jackson. 6 seconds left. Does she have more magic? Kirby Jackson, whoo, what a way to finish the quarter. James Kirby Jackson pushes it to a 12-point lead. It's 44-32. And it's going to be a career day for James Kirby Jackson as well as Anna Thomas. She's got 4 points. Catonsville's rookies showing off tonight. We'll be back in about a minute for the start of the fourth quarter. It's 44-32 Catonsville. 10 minutes to decide this one. It's been a close game. Not very close, but close. Meaning that Middlesex has always kept this one within arm's reach. They trail by 12. Kickball is going to be ruled here against Donna Thomas. On the floor for Catonsville as we start this fourth quarter. It's Thomas, who again kicks the ball. Third time's the charm, one has to hope. Guess we're going to a fourth inbounds pass as Thomas again gets a block, this time a clean one. Thomas doing great defense there. It's working. Newth finally gets the inbounds pass to Rivas. Juggles the ball a bit. Oh, bounced around. It bounced off the shin guard, I think, of number 13. That's Francesca Dorillis. Dorillis trying to get someone to set a pick. Instead finds Hansen. Hansen into Seaforth. Seaforth boxed in. And a foul's going to be called here against Catonsville. It's going to be on Nia Tillery. That is her second. Remains a 12-point game here. Inbounds pass goes to Rivas. Rivas trying to get back to Newth, and it just sails out of bounds. But Middlesex's looks like it's going to keep possession. Well, this has been a slower start to this fourth quarter than we probably wanted. Regardless, we're still underway. Hansen, 17 seconds on the shot clock. Tries to get away from Russell. Gets a nice pick from Dorillis, pulls up with the jumper, won't go. Tillery with the rebound. Even if she doesn't score any points, it's been an excellent night rebounding-wise for Tillery. That's her 6th. Tillery finds Perry. Perry back to Tillery. Tillery charges to the basket, and there we go. Nia Tillery with her first points of the evening. We had to wait until the fourth quarter, but Catonsville's leading scorer finally gets it in. 46-32. It's a 14-point lead. Seaforth, big collision with Cabbage Stock, and a charge. A charge is going to be called against Seaforth here. Checking now into the game for Middlesex, Allison Rogers, number 22, as Newth heads to the bench. That's Seaforth's first. Perry connects on that pass from Thomas. It's 48-32. Hansen dodging through traffic, pulls up for the jumper, can't connect. Thomas with the rebound. That's her 6th rebound of the night. Thomas goes to Tillery. Tillery all the way. Thomas rebound, scores! Anna Thomas continues a career night. She pushes it up to 15 points. Now the chance of defense coming from Catonsville. Ooh. Hansen called for a foul in the backcourt. Possession goes to Catonsville. 50-32 is the score, and Catonsville has got the momentum on their side. They've got the crowd support behind them. It's getting loud in here. And they've got one player 3 rebounds away from a double-double. Keep your eyes on Anna Thomas, number 11. She could become the first Cardinal player to get that achievement this season. Russell for 3. Oh, knocks it down! Lauren Russell! That's her 2nd three-pointer of the night. 53-32. Catonsville showing off. Cabbage Stock. She's going to be called for a foul. She can't believe it. Catonsville can't believe it. As Newth re-enters the game for Middlesex. Well, I'll say this much. This has been the quickest game of the season so far for the Cardinals. 7 minutes, 32 seconds to go. Milan Marable checks back into the game for the Cardinals to replace Cabbage Stock. Inbounds pass goes to Dorillis. Like I was saying, this has been the quickest game of the season so far. We've only been playing for about an hour and a half. The lack of fouls has been the reason for that. First 2 games of the season were a foul fest for both teams, slowing down the pace. Dorillis trying to connect with Seaforth. Oh, man, it's going to be a Russell. Players on the ground. Perry with Dorillis. Marable down 2. Russell having to drag Perry off of Dorillis. That was a football play right there, as we wait to see what the call is going to be. We're going to need a little bit of towel service here to dry down the court. Thomas is going to take a towel and go clean off a part of the court that she says needs some attention, as it's going to be white ball. Russell will inbound for the Cardinals after a scramble and a great play by Destiny Perry to get the jump ball. Refs and Anna Thomas both finishing up their little cosmetic work here on the court. Shout out to Anna Thomas. Not only has she scored 15 points and 7 rebounds, but she's also helping out the refs so we can get this game wrapped up. We got 7.5 minutes to go. Still a lot of time, but it is a 21-point lead for the Cardinals. Tillery, nifty pass to Thomas for 3. Ho, ho, ho! Make it 18 points on the night for Anna Thomas. She is on fire. Just for reference, her career best points coming into this game, 7. Seifert charges to the basket. It does a lap around the rim and goes into the arms of Thomas. Thomas to Russell, Thomas to Tillery, Tillery to Russell, Russell, long-range jumper, can't connect. Oh, but trying to grab her own rebound, there's a collision and a foul is called. Foul's going to be called against Seifert. That is going to be her third. Courtney Hansen, by the way, with 4 fouls, is on the bench, 1 away from fouling out. Thomas inbounds it to Perry. 6 minutes, 50 seconds to go. Perry directing traffic, trying to find Marable. It was a misdirect. And they're going to say that Thomas touched it last. Perry shot the ball to Thomas. Thomas, there was a collision between her and Seifert. And they're going to say Thomas touched it last. Perry, good defense on Dorillis. Kind of trip her up. She's trying to go coast to coast. Can't connect. Marable with the rebound. She finds Thomas. Cardinals firing on all cylinders. Thomas, jumper. Can't connect. Rebound taken by Rivas. Oh, and Thomas is down. Thomas is down. Limping a bit. Trying to shake it off. Meanwhile, Dorillis misses that three-pointer. Rebound taken by Seifert. Marable rips it away. Finds Russell. Russell to the board. Slapped out of her hands by Dorillis. Possession will stick with Catonsville. As Potter will now enter the game as Thomas exits after landing awkwardly on that ankle. One can only hope she's okay. With 18 points and 8 rebounds, it has been a fantastic night for Anna Thomas. And with 6 minutes to go, she may be headed to the bench permanently. She came down awkwardly on that ankle. The hope is she's okay and can come back in to try and get over 20 points. It'd be the first time this season that a Cardinal player has hit that mark. Speaking of other point scorers, Perry's got 8, McKnight with 8, Russell with 6, Fogel with 5. It's been a great night shooting for the Cardinals overall. Tillery's inbound pass. Russell, this will be deep. Oh, can't connect. It does get the rim, though. Rebound by Tillery. Tillery trying to go for 3. That one just goes up and over. Out of bounds possession to Middlesex. It's 56-32, a 24-point lead for the Cardinals with 6 minutes to go. As we're starting to see that classic Catonsville swagger. They get out to a big lead, and it just becomes even bigger. They cannot be stopped when they get out to a double-digit lead. Rogers can't connect. Rebound taken by Seifert. She's blocked and fouled. Call against Marable. She can't believe it. Seifert will head to the line to shoot 2. Hansen back into the game. She's got 4. One more foul will send her to the bench permanently. Onmeis also heading back into the game, making her first appearance of the 4th quarter. Again, Middlesex hasn't played their bench much of this game, relying more on their starters. The only bench players to see significant playing time have been Newth and Jerez. Rogers has also been in there for a bit while too, should mention. Seifert will Seifert does make the first, 56-33. Seifert. Oh! Gainesville jumped a bit too early. Be a redo on that next shot by Seifert. Aggressively clapping her hands. And Lauren Russell copying her from behind. Seifert can't connect on the second. Rebound taken by Tillery. Tillery. Oh boy. That'll do it for Hansen. Or will it? We might be down a bit on the live stats. That's going to be Hansen's 4th. Okay. That's Hansen's 4th. Excuse me. Our live stats were just a bit behind. Vogel can't connect, foul. So we got a bit of confusion going on here, I think, on who the foul was on. It was on Mice, okay. So On Mice is the one who was fouled. Rivas re-enters the game. Rivas, by the way, the leading scorer for Middlesex with 10 points on the evening. Vogel will shoot 2. No luck on the first. Vogel going to try her second here, try and push the lead up. She can't get the second either. 56-33 remains the score. Collision. Middlesex will keep the possession. So it's Vogel, McKnight, Tillery, Potter, and Perry on the court for Catonsville as we've got half a quarter to play. Hansen finds Rivas. Rivas, Seaforth, fouled on her way to the basket. Middlesex is over the foul limit. Nia Tillery, that's her third foul of the game, and now Catonsville has one more foul to give. James Kirby Jackson checking back into the game. She replaces Potter. Two shots coming up for Seaforth. No luck on the first. Seaforth second. Got it, 56-34. Anna Thomas checking back into the game, and it's great to see her back in there after she had landed on that ankle awkwardly. With 5 minutes to go, about 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 seconds, give or take. Cardinals going to try and extend their lead. They lead by 21 as we have another stoppage. This is the one part of basketball that can be hard to watch, folks. Towards the end of these games, there have become quite a few stoppages, and they can be a tad annoying. I think they're switching up the shot clock. Well, we will find out what that was eventually. Refs don't really tell us exactly what's going on all the time. Inbounds pass. Tillery can't connect. Rebound taken by Dorillis. Dorillis trying to go coast to coast. She can't get it. James Kirby Jackson rebound. Finds McKnight. McKnight deep pass to Tillery. Tillery lays it up and in. 58-34 is the score. Catonsville trying to close this one out. Hansen to Dorillis. Dorillis back to Hansen. Hansen cuts in towards the paint and puts up a floater and gets it. 58-36. Vogel. Triple teamed. Knocked out of bounds by Seaforth, and it's going to stick with Catonsville. Jocelyn Vogel has been having an excellent night tonight, folks. 5 points on the night. 3 of 6 from the free throw line. James Kirby Jackson will inbound for the Cardinals. Goes to McKnight. Oh! They're going to call a charge against McKnight. as timeout comes out, or timeout is called, excuse me, with 4 minutes to go. It's 58-36. Catonsville leads. Once again, folks, reminding everyone, men's game coming up after this, 7 o'clock on the dot. Cardinals taking on Middlesex. We'll have it here for you live. Different live stream, but same channel. Make sure that you are tuned in. And in the meantime, in the little break between games, I will try and make sure my tongue is not tied up so much for game 2. Not every night's going to be perfect from the commentary box, folks. So Middlesex on the attack here. They trail by 22 points. It feels like this one's been put away, but Middlesex are trying to keep it close. They kept it close throughout much of the first half. Oh, Seaforth. Bad pass there. Possession will go to Catonsville as Cabbage is back into the game to replace Fogel. Good night for Kayla Cabbage too. 6 rebounds. Not bad. Cardinals can afford to slow it down here if they want, but I don't think they will. McKnight in the paint. Can't get it. Cabbage rebound. Finds McKnight. McKnight to Thomas. Thomas for 3. Oh, can't get it. Rebound taken by Cabbage and she's fouled. You can tell that the Lady Cardinals are having fun out there. Big smiles as they're playing. They know this one's pretty much in the bag with 3.5 minutes to go. I don't blame them. I don't blame them for the good attitude out there. That's good. You love to see a team having a good spirited attitude on the court. Cabbage can't connect on her first free throw. Her only point of the night did come off of a free throw. Again, going to work on not getting tongue-tied for the second game. In and out for Cabbage Keeps it 58-36 with 3.5 minutes to go. Hansen double teamed. Manages to get it back out to Dorillis. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Dorillis tipped up. Ooh, defense by Cabbage Newth trying to go the distance, can't get it. Ball's bounced around in possession to the Cardinals with 3 minutes to go. Tillery looking for an opening. Finds McKnight. McKnight fighting it to the paint. Fouled on her way to the basket. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. McKnight, 3 for 13 shooting tonight. Hasn't been the best night, but she's still got 8 points. 6 rebounds, too, as Destiny Perry heads back into the game. Perry second in scoring with 8 points. Perry's had a great game, too. 8 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists. All around, everyone on the Cardinals has contributed in one way or another. McKnight connects on her first. She's up to 9. Thomas has got 18 points. She's had a stellar night. Perry's had a great night. All around the board. McKnight's had a solid night, too. Lauren Russell's knocked down 2 3-pointers. McKnight gets her second there, pushes her to double digits. So 2 Cardinals are going to finish with double-digit scoring tonight. Still looking at the list. Fogel and Marable have both been aggressive when needed. Tillery has 8 rebounds. Great night for her. James Kirby-Jackson had some smooth steals at the end of the third quarter. Cabbage played tough defense. As a foul's going to be called against Cabbage here. That's going to be her 4th. Put her into some serious foul trouble here. Even Alfreda Potter's contributed. She's made some good moves, had some good passes out there. Into the game for Middlesex, number 11, Grace D'Amato, making her first appearance of the night, as now the back end of the bench coming in for Middlesex as they try to close things out. Seaforth will score there. It's 60-32. Excuse me, 60-37. Looked like for a second they were going to pull D'Amato out again, but no, she's just switching places on the court with Dorillis. Seaforth will make her second. That's her 6th point of the evening. 60-38, it's a blowout. Now the Cardinals, once again, all smiles. You love to see it. You love to see a team having fun out there, knowing that they've got, this one won. As Tillery, ooh, that needed a couple bounces, but it still goes in. 62-38, Tillery's up to 6 points. So a good recovery for Anaya Tillery after she was held scoreless until late in the 3rd quarter. Nice to see her manage to get at least 6 points. D'Amato, Dorillis to Hansen. Hansen back to Dorillis. Middlesex has had a lot of trouble getting into the paint tonight. Well, not in that case. They didn't need it as Hansen buries that 3-pointer to make it 62-41. Hansen's going to push her up to 14 points on the night. 2 members of Middlesex have scored in double digits, Hansen and Rivas. They've done pretty much all of the scoring. Combined 24 points for them out of 41. Tillery carving through traffic. Oh, well, that's how she was able to carve through traffic so easily. Traveling violation. Substitutions coming in for the Cardinals. Potter and Marable entering the game as they'll replace Tillery and Thomas. And I think that's the end of Thomas we've seen. And I'm just going to go ahead and say Player of the Game award to Anna Thomas. 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 18 points. Career night for her. For most points any Cardinal player has scored this season, I think. Don't quote me on that. I do have to check the stats once again. D'Amato, mid-range jumper, buries it. All right, Grace D'Amato getting her first points in her first appearance of the night as we've reached the final minute of regulation. McKnight in the paint. And McKnight's got 12. 1 minute to go. It has all around been a fantastic night for the Cardinals. Seaforth puts up a wild pass. McKnight gets the rebound after it was bobbled around. She goes to Marable. Marable finishes! Milan Marable with 6 points. A great night for her, too. A great night all around for the Cardinals with 40 seconds to go. D'Amato dodges a diving parry and puts up another shot. And Grace D'Amato, perfect shooting so far, 2 for 2. Makes you wonder if Middlesex should have put her in to begin with. 66-45 is the score. The final 20 seconds ticking away. Looks like Perry's just going to hold this one. There is a slight difference between the shot clock and the official clock by about a second. So Catonsville will have to at least shoot. Gabbetstock. McKnight for 3. Oh, can't connect. Final seconds ticking away. Oh, they got the rebound. Perry. Oh, it's going to finish on a high note. With less than a second to go, Destiny Perry gets into double digits, and that's going to do it. 3 Cardinals players score in double digits. The Cardinals win it 68-45. Another blowout win, their 2nd of the season. What a victory for the Cardinals. Thank you for tuning in this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Up next, the men take on Middlesex as they look for their 2nd win of the season. Catonsville advances to 2-1 on the year. They're over 500. Next up for the Cardinals, and our next broadcast will be against Allegheny College of Maryland, Monday, November 21st at 5 p.m. Until next time, folks, this has been Isaac Donsky. Cardinals win it 68-45.